The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for the next 2 weeks. August 18th to August 29th. Reveal that Sheila Sharp Kimberlyn Brown will carry out a frantic Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada search while Spencer Krumaro faces a horrible twist. Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda will also fear the worst. So let's talk about what's ahead on the CBS soap. During the week of August 18th to 22nd, Luna will get tired of being cooped up, especially when there's a big party going on. Since Sheila told Luna about that party, Luna will make it her mission to attend. Of course, Luna will have to put on a disguise to avoid getting busted and hauled off to the slammer. We'll see. Luna dan a wig and glasses before finding a mask she can wear next. That mask could prove quite useful to Luna, who'll have her sights set on Will and the passion she's craving. Will's going to arrive with Electra Forrester Linnea Grace on his arm. But she may not be who he ends the night with. A ton of alcohol will be following at this party, so Will's probably going to partake in way too much of it. Throw in some potential drugs. Considering how Luna operates, and this could be a recipe for disaster. There are good reasons to think that a drunk, and possibly drugged, Will might have a sizzling encounter with masked Luna while thinking it's Electra. After Lee realizes Luna is missing, she calls Sheila for help. Sheila will carry out a frantic search and may assume Luna disappeared because she wanted to attend this bash. Imagine Sheila's shock if she spies Luna in the middle of an alley hookup with Will or something along those lines. Will Electra see Will's betrayal happen too, or could this turn into a secret that he buries once he realizes his mistake? Deacon Sharp Sean Kanan will make a comment that what happens at Il Giardino stays at Il Giardino, so that could be a hint about Will trying to cover his blunder. Will might even be willing to keep quiet about Luna being alive if it means preserving his relationship with Electra. As for Lee, she may start to worry that the way she's handled things with Luna is a mistake. Lee wants to give Luna another chance at redemption, but Luna hasn't done much to prove she deserves it yet. The week of August 25 to 29 will bring some growing frustration for Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, since Ridge Forrester, Torsten K. will keep dragging his feet when it comes to their reunion. Ridge still wants Brooke deep down, but it's not so easy to walk away from Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, under the circumstances. B&B spoilers say Taylor will keep finding ways to make things worse for Torn Ridge. Elsewhere, Daphne Rose Morel Hilaire will be ready to pounce on Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor ahead if the right opening strikes. Will Hope spot a close moment between Carter and Daphne that leaves her fuming? Whatever the case, Hope and Carter's engagement seems doomed. It's just a matter of how long it'll take to fall apart, and whether Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, can lock in his own reunion with Hope sooner or later. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say some romantic surprises are still to come, so stay tuned for updates on all the huge news and daring decisions. CDL will have other great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, updates and news to read up on, so make us your favorite B&B hotspot. The next 2 weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful promise to deliver soap opera chaos in its purest form, shocking twists, dangerous games, and emotional confrontations that will leave fans glued to their screens. Just when you think you know where a storyline is headed, B&B has a way of throwing everything off balance, and these upcoming episodes will prove no different. Between Sheila Carter's desperate search for Luna, Will Spencer's unexpected descent into something sinister, and Lee's growing dread that her family will face yet another tragedy, the canvas is bursting with explosive drama. Let's break down what to expect over the next 2 weeks, and why these 3 storylines will change everything. Sheila's frantic Luna search. When it comes to Sheila Carter, nothing is ever straightforward. She has a talent for survival, reinvention, and manipulation. But the one soft spot in her otherwise ruthless personality is her obsession with protecting those she claims as family. That instinct is about to put her squarely in the middle of a dangerous situation involving Luna Nozawa for weeks. Fans have watched Luna try to build a life that balances romance with R.J. Forrester, career aspirations at Forrester Creations, and her complicated relationship with her mother, Poppy. But Luna's world is about to spiral out of control after she vanishes under mysterious circumstances. According to spoilers, Sheila becomes one of the first people to notice Luna's disappearance doesn't feel accidental. Despite her reputation as the most untrustworthy person in Los Angeles, Sheila is oddly positioned as the one who suspects foul play and starts sounding the alarm. But why is Sheila so frantic to find Luna? Some insiders suggest Sheila has developed a surprising fondness for Luna. Having spent so much of her life alienated from her own children and grandchildren, Sheila sees a kindred spirit in Luna, a young woman constantly pulled between family loyalty and personal dreams. Perhaps Sheila even recognizes a younger version of herself in Luna and feels a twisted responsibility to prevent her from falling victim to the same kind of mistakes. Over the next 2 weeks, expect Sheila to use every resource, legal or otherwise, to track down Luna. She eavesdrop, make threats, and probably even confront Bill Spencer, Ridge Forrester, and Lee herself, insisting that something sinister has happened. While most of them dismiss Sheila at first, viewers know she's on the right track. Luna's disappearance is no accident, and Sheila's obsessive drive may be the only reason the truth comes out. The irony here is delicious. The very woman everyone considers the town pariah may end up saving Luna's life. But if Sheila succeeds, will anyone thank her? Or will her involvement only deepen the mistrust between her and the Forresters? Will's horrible twist for longtime fans. The next chapter in Will Spencer's story is going to feel both thrilling and unsettling. Will, the son of Bill Spencer and Katie Logan, has always been portrayed as the sweet, somewhat sheltered child of his powerful parents. But time flies quickly on soaps, and the character's sudden return to the canvas with a more adult storyline hints that he's about to step into some very dark territory. Spoilers tease a horrible twist surrounding Will, and while the show is keeping details tightly under wraps, several possibilities are emerging. The party gone wrong. Will has been trying to step out of his parents' shadows and establish himself socially, and in typical B&B fashion, his decision to throw a party could set off a chain reaction of chaos. If Luna, already vulnerable and potentially drugged or manipulated, ends up at Will's gathering in disguise, as some previews suggest, tragedy could strike in a way that changes both of their lives forever. Will's moral descent, instead of being a victim, Will may be the one who crosses a line. A spoiled Spencer with access to money and power could be tempted by reckless behavior, whether that involves partying, dangerous substances, or manipulation. If Will somehow plays a role in Luna's crisis, either directly or indirectly, it could set up one of the most shocking arcs for a Spencer heir since Liam's infamous waffling days. The dark Spencer legacy, Bill's ruthless streak, has always been a double-edged sword, and perhaps Will inherited more of it than anyone realized. Could this twist reveal that Will has been hiding a darker side all along? If so, his actions could shatter Katie's world and force Bill into a new kind of redemption arc as he tries to save his son from himself. Whatever the specifics, this horrible twist is bound to ripple across multiple families. If Will is responsible for Luna's disappearance, injury, or humiliation, it would pit the Forresters, Spencers and Nozawas against each other in a bitter feud. Lee fears the worst. One wears the mantle of worried family protector, quite like Dr. Lee Finnegan. Her fierce love for her son Finn and her no-nonsense approach to medicine have made her a formidable presence on the show. But when it comes to Luna, Lee's complicated feelings toward her niece threaten to spiral into something even more consuming. Over the next 2 weeks, spoilers indicate Lee will begin to fear the worst about Luna's sudden vanishing act. At first, she may assume Luna has simply made another impulsive mistake or fallen into one of Poppy's careless traps. But as the hours turn into days, Lee's medical instincts kick in. Something is deeply wrong, and Luna could be in serious danger. Lee's worry will be compounded by her own guilt. She's spent so much time criticizing Luna and questioning her mother's influence that she never stopped to consider that her harshness might push Luna into a dangerous situation. This emotional torment will weigh heavily on her, leaving Lee with haunting questions. Did she fail Luna when she needed her most? Will she be forced to admit she misjudged her niece? Is she about to lose Luna forever? Lee's growing panic will also reignite her complicated relationship with Finn. While Finn will naturally want to help his cousin, he'll also find himself in the uncomfortable position of being caught between his mother and his wife Steffi. With Sheila hovering in the background, determined to find Luna herself, Lee may face the devastating reality that the woman she hates most could end up saving her niece. That irony will cut Lee to the core. The collision course when you put these 3 storylines together. It's clear that the next 2 weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful are building toward a massive collision. Sheila's search for Luna, Will's shock